We came to party all night long and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone.
in Indiana. From our vantage point, Pacers to our left, Kings to our right throughout the first half of play. Huff out on top now on the left wing, feeds Siakam. Siakam against DeRozan, gives it up to Mathurin off the curl, launching for three. It's no good. Westbrook glides in, gets the rebound off the missed triple attempt. Westbrook now stands on the logo, dribble alive, throws to the right wing to Max Renaud. Left-hand dribble down to the free throw line, gives it up to Levine. Levine at the top of the arc. Left angle to Keegan Murray, 7 on the clock. Enters now to Maxime Renaud. Ball poked away from the backside by Huff. Turnover, Sacramento. Pacers pounced on that immediately. Here's Mathurin driving and kicking. Huff spots up for three. Now he drives it inside, reaches to the rim, and a block foul is called on the Kings. Keegan Murray was trying to draw the charge. Couldn't tell on the quick push whether or not he was in the restricted area or not, but there was no hesitation on the call. And Jay Huff, who's had 73% success at the free throw stripe this season, will try to get the first points of this ball game. Well, we made gifting easier this year, easier than ever for the holiday season. Shop the exclusive lineup of Kings bundles made for every Kings fan. Visit kingsteamstore.com/bundles now through Friday, December 12th to gain access to these limited time holiday deals. First free throw good, second one on the way is also clean, and the Pacers have the first two of the evening. See how Sacramento responds here as they will look to get their first shot after a turnover on the opening possession. Westbrook being shadowed by Mathurin as he brings the ball into the front court as the initiator. Gives to Levine, circles to the left angle, and now to DeRozan with motion. Drives to the right, kicks to the corner. Westbrook for three. He's got the triple. Russell Westbrook from downtown, and Sacramento on top by one as their first shot of the night is successful. Mathurin gives it up to Huff. Now in turn, they go to Nembhard. Nembhard now on the right angle. Off the dribble, feeds it to Huff, swings it to the left side. A lot of ball movement. Now to Siakam. A baseline step back, missed from 15 and rebounded by Zach LaVine. LaVine cruises into the front court now. Gets a high screen from Maxime Renaud. Up fake for two. Passes on the shot attempt and bounces a pass to the left angle to Westbrook. Westbrook now with a screen from the rookie. Drives inside, sets him up, and he scores. Max Renaud scores, and the Kings on top 5-2 on the setup from Westbrook. Westbrook coming into this game, nice numbers in the assist department, averaging 7 a contest. Here's a drive and a kick, got a wide open corner three for Mathurin, and he drills it, and that ties the score. Boy, he was wide open. There wasn't a defender within 15 feet of him. Shot it right in front of the Pacers bench. DeRozan, top of the arc, left angle to Keegan Murray. Quick release for three. He knocks down the triple. Keegan from downtown. That's a welcome sight because he has been struggling of late. Kings have made their three first field goal attempts after that turnover on the opening possession. They lead 8-5. Here's a pull-up at the free throw line, a 15-footer off the iron from Nembhard, and the rebound to Sacramento. Levine to our right, drives toward the left corner in front of the Kings bench. Here's his first launch of the night. It's off the heel. It's no good. And the rebound was claimed by Thompson. Gives it up to Nembhard. Drives in the lane. Westbrook called for a foul as he tried to tie him up. Oh, he did a good job, and he's claiming to the official, Jason Goldenberg, that the off-arm was being used liberally there to create some space. But it will be free throws for Andrew Nembhard. Good free throw shooter, 85% this season, averaging better than 17 points a game. He missed 7 games early this season because of a shoulder injury. In the games that he has played, he has started. Tonight is his 153rd consecutive start. First free throw is good. Getting ready now for the second. This one's off the heel of the rim. Long rebound goes to Huff. Huff back out to Nembhard. Driving kick gets to Mathurin. Looks off a defender. Drives inside. He wound up like he was going to go for the hammer, and he ended up getting fouled. And this is going to be more free throws. The foul is on Maxime Renaud. Rick Carlisle was lavish in his praise of Maxime Renaud, and he said, he was asked about the Kings' style of play, particularly without Sabonis, who spent years here playing for the Pacers. And Carlisle was noting how there are many similarities between the way the young rookie Renaud plays as well as Sabonis. 3 fouls on the Kings in less than 3 minutes of play. Both free throws are good, and so this is now an 8-8 ball game. So we're tied for a second time. Here's Westbrook now, the initiator at the logo. Draws a double-team hit, gives to Levine. Levine has it knocked out of his hands, and a turnover by Sacramento. Here comes Pascal Siakam. Stutter step at the free throw line. Makes a full 360 pivot, kicks it out to Huff, shoots the three, rims it out, and the rebound is grabbed by Westbrook. Westbrook has been very active here in the early going. He brings it now to the right elbow. Isolated on the near side, gets into the paint. The 1 foot step back from 10, scoring. Russell Westbrook puts the Kings on top 10-8. Sacramento now 4 of 5. The Pacers only 1 of 5, but now they're 2 of 6 as they were able to get a half jump hook from Pascal Siakam to fall. We are even now at 10 points apiece. Here's DeRozan launching for 3, spins around the iron and out into the hands of Nembhard. That was from the deep right wing for Debo. Siakam now has it, drives on DeRozan, little floater in the paint, no good. Rebound, Keegan Murray. And the Kings are on the move once again. Keegan now drives it into the paint. Rejected by Huff. Huff kept it alive before he stepped out of bounds, and the Pacers have it. Great defense from the number 1 shot blocker in the NBA. Transition 3 is missed by Thompson, and it's still a 10-10 ball game as the Kings come back to our right. DeRozan, left side of the floor, draws a double team. They swing it. Keegan Murray open for the triple, misses it. Rebound is chased down by Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin now waiting to balance the floor. It's a high screen from Huff, takes the dribble to the right, hesitates, pulls up, 17-footer, bounces twice and falls in. Pacers regain the lead. They're up by 2 at 12-10. We played 4.5 minutes of our first quarter. Westbrook hands it now to Zach LaVine. LaVine swings it. Rosen now drives into the paint. To the near corner to LaVine. Defender in his face. One dribble. Launches. Scores. That was Nembhard right in the grill of Zach LaVine, and he was able to knock it down, and the Kings go back on top by 1 at 13-12. 4 different Kings have now knocked down a shot for Sacramento in the first 5 minutes of this one. Here's Thompson going for 3, and he scores it on the left angle. In his first start tonight for the Pacers, and Indiana regains the advantage. They're up 2, 15-13. Westbrook again brings it across the mid-court line, now at walking tempo, looking, gets the high screen, circles toward the right wing, throws back to the left. LaVine drives it to the right, stops, launches a 2, it's front rim and short, and Huff gets the rebound for the Pacers. Here's Thompson with a stutter step on the left angle, backs it out to three-point range and gives to Mathurin. Mathurin out of the right elbow, skips it to Nembhard on the near left side. Now they enter to the low post. Huff kicks it out. Siakam straight away for the triple. It's no good. Chased down near the Pacer bench by Keegan Murray. 10 seconds from the midpoint of the first quarter. There's Keegan Murray. Bullet pass out to DeRozan. Had an open 3, but he drives it inside and he beats Huff. Nice job. That got Domantas Sabonis up off his feet on the Kings bench. Doug Christie out there making sure that he gets a 5 from each and every one of his players. 6:02 to go. Timeout taken. 15-15 on the scoreboard on the Kings Audio Network. the Pacers, and we do not have our fourth tie, as we thought we did, going to the timeout. Andrew Nimhard against Levine on the right wing, swings it to Huff, comes to the left side to Matherin, who has 7 points, drives inside and scores. A little floater at the rim. Matherin putting up some nice numbers in his 4th year, averaging 21 and a fraction coming into this game, and he's got 9 for Indiana. Pacers lead by 3 for the first time. There's Keegan Murray with a lean-in 10-footer. Give 2 more to Keegan. So we're back to a 1-point game at 17-16. Nimhard at the logo, throws to the right side to Huff, hands it right back to Nimhard, now to Huff, swings to the near side to Matherin, feeds it to the low post, got a step back for 2 that is missed. New face on the floor. No, that was Thompson. Here comes Westbrook driving on Thompson into the paint. Kicks to the corner to Keegan. Keegan drives to the elbow. He finds Drew Eubanks, who's in the game for the first time. Malik Monk is out there as well. Here's Keegan at the free throw stripe. Lobs it inside for Eubanks. Eubanks with 4 on the clock is fouled. Matherin tangled him up there, trying to deny him the low post. So this will be free throws for Sacramento and a chance to regain the advantage. Just joining us, we're inside 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kings are 7 of 12 from the field. This will be their first free throw attempt, and it comes from Drew Eubanks. First one is no good. Rattled, jumped out. Eubanks at 50% on the season. Now checking in for Rick Carlisle, Isaiah Jackson for the first time. And also in the game is Garrison Matthews. Matthews is on his second 10-day contract. Faces with all the variety of injuries that they've had to get a number of personnel at different times after the season started. 1 of 2 free throws good, score tied at 17. Here's Matthews for 3. He's fouled and he scores. First time he touches the ball. It's right in front of the Pacer bench. He buries the triple, and he was fouled by Eubanks, so a chance for a 4-point play. Matthews, 7 for 22 from three-point range coming into this game, so no indication that he would be that accurate. That was a bang-bang catch and delivery. But Christie is going to challenge this call on the foul, however. 20-17 on the scoreboard. As the officials check in with the replay center in New Jersey, we'll break away on the Kings Audio Network.
Everyone wants the Emirates NBA Cup.
The championship.
that the call had been challenged by the Kings. That was not the case. The officials were reviewing. It was not a challenge. They were making a review for a reckless closeout, and in fact, it was deemed to be that, and so the foul was upgraded to a flagrant 1. The free throw was made, and then on the ensuing possession, they scored 2 points, so they had a 6-point possession for a 6-point lead at 23-17. Kings now looking to find Neat Clifford. Missed him. Jackson with a steal gives it up to T.J. McConnell, who just checked in, and a foul is called here as Mathurin was crashing. So Malik Monk picking up the foul call. Going to be more free throws here for the Pacers. Pacers are 6 of 7 at the free throw line. Kings 1 of 2 in that department. Benedict Mathurin at the line. Pacers in the bottom third in the NBA in free throw percentage, 77% on the year. That's better than the Kings, who are at 75%, and they're in the bottom 4 in the NBA in free throw success, or lack thereof. First one good from Mathurin. Mathurin now has 10 points in this first quarter. Getting ready for his second free throw attempt. It is good. So it's now 25-17 in favor of the host Pacers. See how the Kings respond now. They have Zach LaVine, Drew Eubanks, Precious Achua, Malik Monk, and Neat Clifford. Clifford now working on three-point range on the left wing, gives to LaVine at the logo. LaVine with 8 on the clock, really being hounded here aggressively, drives and scores on an attack from the left side. Terrific defense on ball by Garrison Matthews, but LaVine was able to beat it. That ends a 10-2 run on the part of the Pacers. On the left wing, got a 3-ball on the way, and it's good. Jarris Walker, in his third year, a 6'8 forward from the University of Houston, knocks down the triple. So the lead is extended to 9 now. It's 28-19. LaVine finds Eubanks, back to Zach, feeds Eubanks, digs into the paint, and he draws a foul here. Some of the Pacer fans were calling, in fact, some of the folks on the Pacer bench indicating they thought that Eubanks was guilty of a travel as he planted. He'll go to the free throw stripe. Eubanks was at the line a bit earlier, hit 1 of 2, and those are the only attempts the Kings have had from the free throw stripe. Drew Yu, first one is good. Kings return home at Golden One Center Thursday, 7 o'clock. 3-game road trip in the rearview mirror. Cheer on Keegan Murray, Russell Westbrook, Neat Clifford, all Kings as they take on Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets. Seats available online, kings.com/tickets. First one good, second one on the way, also good. Nice job there by Drew Eubanks. But the Kings are down 7 with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. It's 28-21. Pacers have won 4 of the last 5 times they have faced the Kings, including getting wins in both games last season. Benedict Mathurin gives it up to McConnell. McConnell with one dribble, back to Mathurin, steps into the 3, off the heel. It's no good, tracked down by Malik Monk. Crosses the midcourt line. Will he accelerate and go? He gets into the paint, drops to Eubanks. He goes for the hammer, and he misses it. Coming down the left side of the lane. Just a tough bounce right there. Pacers back, and they turn it over inadvertently as Jarris Walker had his heel on the sideline, and that'll lead us to a timeout. 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Sacramento with work to do after we had 4 lead changes and 4 ties early. Pacers are up 28-21, the Kings Audio Network. ball, they were able to score 2 more. So 28-21 on the scoreboard. Coming out of the timeout, Precious Achua at the top of the circle. Dribble handoff to DeRozan. DeMar to the free throw line. Stops. 15-footer. Good off the bounce. DeMar DeRozan. ATO after timeout. Success for the Kings. Approaching 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. 28-23 on the scoreboard. Pacers with the ball in the hands of T.J. McConnell. He'll try from 15. Rolls off the iron. Malik Monk has the rebound and heads to our right. Keon Ellis is in the game for the first time for Sacramento. Here's a ball that slips away from Precious Achua. Turnover number 4 by Sacramento. Can't win when you can't protect the basketball. Pacers miss on an opportunity by Jackson in the post. And the rebound again corralled by Malik Monk. Kings will try it again. The DeRozan on the left wing. Screen set by Malik. Debo rolls right, feeds a pass to Keon Ellis in the left corner. He'll try for 3. Off the rim, no good, and into the hands of Jarris Walker. Kings started 2 for 2 from downtown. They've missed their last 5. Here's a 3 ball on the way. That's good for the Pacers. Garrison Matthews knocking down the triple. So the Pacers now have 10 bench points, and they lead by 8 at 31-23. DeRozan now for Sacramento. Challenged by McConnell. Gives it up to Monk. Slashes into the lane. Reaches with the right hand. Doesn't get the bounce. Tip. Missed by Precious Achua. Kings 2 opportunities right at the rim. Unable to cash in. Now a foul is called here as the Pacers were in quick strike mode in transition. Pascal Siakam drawing a foul, and he's going to go to the free throw line for Indiana. Kings started 7 of 12. They missed 6 of their last 8 since that point. And on the scoreboard, it could be a double-digit deficit here if Siakam is able to knock down both free throws. He's a bit erratic at the free throw line. And 68% for the 3-time All-Star this season. 6 years ago, he was the most proved player in the NBA. Won an NBA championship that season with the Toronto Raptors. Gets the first free throw. That equals the biggest lead of the ball game for the Pacers. They've already had 11 free throw attempts in this first quarter. We've got a minute to go, and they cash in again. So they're 10 of 11 at the line, and the lead is now an even 10 at 33-23. They've got to get something going here now. They got to avoid these turnovers with this second unit. Here's Monk driving, stops, launches a 13-footer, front rim short, and into the hands of Matthews. He gives it up to McConnell. This perpetual motion here, as you hear the Indy cars in the background at Cambridge Fieldhouse. Reach to the rack, and a foul that's called again on Sacramento. This time it's going to be Jarris Walker with an opportunity at the line. Kings now. Nick Clifford picking up the foul. Zach Levine headed toward the scorer's table across the way with a pat on the backside from Doug Christie. Levine in this first quarter, unlike a couple of nights ago in Miami when he scored 18 in the first quarter. He is 2 of 4 in this first quarter tonight for 4 points. First free throw good. Jarris Walker, only 22 years of age. Played 1 year of college ball in Houston. He was the American Athletic Conference Freshman of the Year. He gets both free throws, and the Kings are down a dozen. It's 35-23. 7 different Pacers have scored among the 10 who've taken the floor for Rick Carlisle. For the Kings, only 3 points off the bench. That was from the free throw line from Drew Eubanks. Here's a push by DeRozan inside to Achua. He gathers, up fake, turns for the reverse. The shot's no good, but he was fouled. And drawing the foul for the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson. Down to the final 12 and a fraction seconds of this first quarter. After a intriguing start for Sacramento, we had the multiple lead changes and ties. Looked like a promising evening, but then that 4 or 6 point possession for the Pacers got them separation, and they have managed to build on it, getting to the free throw line for 13 first quarter attempts. Precious Achua just missed the first opportunity here, and now Doug Christie is getting fresh faces on the floor to defend for the final 12.9 seconds. Keegan Murray has come back. Westbrook and Levine have come back as well. Achua at the free throw line. Here's the second one. It's missed as well. Rebound, Keegan Murray. Clears at the three-point range. Got 8 seconds yet to play. Westbrook has it now. Screen from Achua, token variety. Moves to the right angle. Now drive and kick. Keegan tees up the three. It was partially blocked. Huff got a hand on it on the deep perimeter. That was a great reaction on the part of Jay Huff, who got his second block in the first quarter. And after 12 minutes of play, the Kings were on the short end of a 35-23 tally. Of 6, the Pacers made 12 of 13. Sacramento has the opening possession. We're underway in the second quarter here. Maxime Renaud back on the floor now. Dribble handoff comes to DeMar DeRozan. Slashes inside. Challenged by Huff. Huff knocks it away, and it's gathered by the Pacers. Turnover number 5 by Sacramento. Harrison Matthews sidesteps the defender. Launches a corner three. It's no good from near the Pacer bench. The rebound goes to Westbrook for Sacramento. That's the fourth board, along with 2 assists and 5 points for Westbrook. Got a whistle here as Westbrook was delivering a pass to Renaud. Foul has been called on the Pacers. Foul is called on Walker. No, McConnell, it turns out. Well, Johnny Furphy, who is a 6'7" swingman from Australia, played his college ball at Kansas, getting a nice reaction from Pacer fans as he checks in for the first time in this one, and Jarris Walker goes to the Carlisle bench. Here's DeRozan sealed off down inside, but he was still able to score as he powered for position against Pascal Siakam. Kings desperately needed something on the offensive end after 23 points in the first 12 minutes. 35-25 on the scoreboard. McConnell on the left angle now, leaves it for Siakam, isolated on the left side against Keon Ellis. You have to put it on the floor, feeds it past to Furphy, out on top to Huff, ball deflected, it's loose, it's grabbed by Westbrook. Long lead pass goes to DeRozan, in attack mode, drives inside and draws the foul from Johnny Furphy. Furphy celebrating his 21st birthday yesterday, and hear the reaction from Pacer fans. They did not like that call, but it will be free throws for DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan has made 63 of his last 65 free throw attempts. He had one attempt in Miami, and he missed it. First attempt here is good. A modest 7 points for Debo as Sacramento's leading scorer. Just underway in the second quarter. If you're just joining us, drive time on the West Coast. Frigid day in this part of central Indiana. And DeRozan, I should have never talked about his success at the free throw line. He just missed the second one, spun around and out. So it's 35-26, 9-point Pacer lead. Huff going for three, off the front rim, no good. Keegan Murray with the rebound. Keegan was questionable because of problems with his right shoulder, but he's on the floor now. Gives to DeRozan. DeRozan draws a double team. Back to Keegan. Gets to two-point range. Drives inside. High floater over Huff. No good. Ball tipped out to Keon Ellis for three. Great look. And he scores the triple. Keon Ellis from downtown scores the three, and timeout has been called here. We're a minute and a half into the second quarter. It's a 6-point Pacers advantage at 35-29. The timeout. Furphy puts it in play, and the veteran T.J. McConnell, who is number one in the NBA in assist-to turnover ratio at 5.7 to 1. Gives to Siakam. Siakam now to Huff. Huff trying to create some space on the perimeter. Here's the off arm, now forced to give it up. Defensive switch. Renault on Siakam. Step back two is good at the right elbow for Pascal. So the lead is back to 8 for the Pacers at 37-29. DeRozan sets a screen for Westbrook. Westbrook starts right, throws back left to Renault, gives it up to Keegan Murray at the free throw line. A step-through move for two comes up short. In fact, it was an air ball into the hands of Siakam. Here's McConnell going end to end under the basket. Challenge, tough shot, no good, out of bounds to Sacramento. Siakam indicating he wants a challenge. Rick Carlisle showing no inclination whatsoever across the way at this early juncture of the ball game. Westbrook digs back now on Matthews, draws a double team, and on a step-through move, I think we're going to get a kickball violation, or do we get a foul call? No, defensive 3-second violation, none of the above. No, it'll be a technical foul shot. DeRozan immediately to the line said, I will shoot this, and I will make this. Now, I'm putting his words in my mouth, and he does make it. So it's 37-30. Pacers by 7. 2.5 minutes into our second quarter. DeRozan now works in the right corner. 2-point range. Into the paint. Up fake. Feeds it out on the wing. Ellis had a notion to shoot the three, but was denied the opportunity. Pacers in a zone defense. Here's Keon getting it back. Off the dribble. He has an air ball. That was about a foot short as it went out of bounds. Boy, Keon's three-point shooting has really been challenged of late. He has had very little in terms of consistent playing time, and I don't know how much that's contributed into it, but for much of the early season, he was well over 40%. He's now slipped below in that category. There's a pull-up, too, that's knocked down by McConnell to make it 39-30. You give TJ an intermediate range face-up, and more than likely, he'll score it. Here's Keegan Murray, perimeter right side for three. It's off the rim and into the hands of Jay Huff. Huff gives it up to McConnell. Kings have missed 8 of their last 9 shots now. 8.5 yet to play in this first half, but Sacramento needs stops and they need the ball. Murphy for 3, and the crowd absolutely loves it. So it's 42-30. That equals the biggest lead. Here's Renault in the paint. A step-through move to the rack. Nicely done by the rookie. The initial reaction looked like he was going to try to shoot a teardrop, and then he realized he could step around and through the defender, and he was able to do so. Here's a Siakam drawing a foul as he was challenged off the bounce. Oh, it's going to be, I'm guessing, free throws. It may be ball on the side, though. That appears to be the indication here from Jonathan Sterling. Keon Ellis now going to the Kings bench. Zach LaVine checking in. Pacers have 17 bench points. Sacramento has 6 thus far. Inbounds pass from Huff. Goes to Nimhard, who's back in. Shakes with a dribble. Gets into the paint against Levine. Step back, 12-footer. Scores it. Easily done by Andrew Nimhard. Here's Westbrook on the left angle for Sacramento. He's going to try for 3. No good. Rebound. Nimhard looks long. Breaking Siakam. Pass goes up the floor to Murphy. Open for a transition 3. Missed that one badly. Rebound to Westbrook. Russ comes back quickly. 3-point range on the right side. Dribble still aligned. Nimhard bangs into it. Knocks the ball loose. Russ tracks it down. Now drives. Tough baseline fall away. Very difficult shot. No good. Saved by Maxime Renault. Steered it out to DeRozan. Now to Zach LaVine. Drive and a kick. Debo steps into the triple. It's front rim short. Rebound. Keegan Murray. Up fake. Huff there to deny him, so he has to give it up. Renault has it. Lost it. Turnover. Sacramento. Leaking out. Siakam got a gift two-hand hammer. Pacers now have their biggest lead of the ball game. Doug Christie calls time out. Things not going well for the Kings here in this second quarter. 5 turnovers have resulted in 6 points, not just in this quarter, but overall for the Kings. But they're now trailing by 14 at 46-32. And Sacramento. and finding Levine. Levine being crowded by Nimhart. And now Nimhart relaxes the pressure as he backsteps, and Levine brings it to the front court on the right angle. Gives it up now to Max Renault. Renault holds it above his head, throws it inside. It was intended for DeRozan. It was stolen by Nimhart. Another turnover. Here comes Mathurin to the rack. He's denied down inside. I'm not sure if Maxime got a hand on that or not, but the Kings come back, and Renault with a two-hand flush and a great setup coming from Russell Westbrook. That's your clean play of the game. Terrific assist from Westbrook at full speed transition for Max Renault. Presented by Advanced Building Maintenance. Check out advbuildinginc.com. Nimhart, three-point range straight away. Nice screen set by Jackson. Skip pass goes to the far baseline. Drop off for Jackson, broken up by DeRozan. And a foul has been called. Well, no, I beg your pardon. All just out of bounds is the call. Kings are going to make substitutions. DeRozan and Renault go to the bench. Eubanks and Monk check in. Now Matthews comes back on the floor for Indiana. And Johnny Furphy goes to the Rick Carlisle bench. 3 seconds on the shot clock now as the inbounds pass goes to the Pacers. Matthews in rhythm from the corner. Grazes the iron, and the rebound grabbed by Keegan Murray. Keegan ahead now to Westbrook. Westbrook lost the handle, controls it. Going to drive it now, reaches to the rack, comes up short, late whistle, and a foul has been called on Jarris Walker. Pacer fans once again a little bit disgruntled after that call. Going to result in free throws for Westbrook. 5 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists for Russ as he goes to the free throw line for the first time in this ball game. Kings are trailing just shy of the midpoint of the second quarter, 46-34. First free throw, rims out. Train smarter at Insta Physique. Low impact strength training, lymphatic roll massage, infrared sauna, plus metabolic and VO2 max testing. All science backed for lifelong help. Come experience Sacramento's #1 fitness destination, Insta Physique. Second free throw good for Westbrook. Makes it 46-35 in favor of the Pacers. 7 seconds from the midpoint of the quarter. Advancing is Nimhart. Pressured by Zach LaVine all the way up the floor. Nimhart now finds Mathurin wide open, top of the circle. Easy three. I mean, that's like shooting fish in a barrel right there. That just couldn't have had more time to set his feet, high the rim, and deliver. 14 points and 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Westbrook driving. He is fouled on a block attempt by Mathurin over the shoulder. Westbrook prone, face down, banging both feet on the floor as he is trying to gather himself here. There was a swipe over the top that may have hit him on the top and side of the head, and he is looking up at the scoreboard as he comes to the bench. Looks like we've got a challenge upcoming here. Now, I was totally wrong the last time I thought there was a challenge.
It meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
Well, and this is under review to see if it meets the criteria of a flagrant foul. That was the crew chief, Ray Acosta, you heard there in the background. So this will not be a challenge. We'll just wait and see what the outcome may be. Westbrook appears to be okay as he went to the bench. I don't think there's any concern over his physical well-being after taking that shot. Pacers last year won in Sacramento by a lopsided score of 27-point margin over the Kings. Here in Indianapolis, it was a narrow 2-point win for Indiana over Sacramento. That came very late in the season. It was late March when we visited this facility.
After review, the defender grabs the offensive player by the neck, then continues to follow through with significant impact, unnecessarily to the head. Therefore, the play is being upgraded to a flagrant foul, penalty 1. The offensive player will shoot 2 shots, will put 24 on the shot clock, and they'll inbound it either side, free throw line extended.
So there's the word from Mr. Acosta. See if the Kings can capitalize on this the way the Pacers did when a fouled 3-point shooter ended up being upgraded to a flagrant foul 1. And on that ultimate possession, the Pacers scored 6 points. Westbrook hits the first free throw opportunity. Had a nice trajectory, good arc on that one, as opposed to the one that he missed just a couple of minutes ago in the first of the set. Second one rattles, pops out, no good. It had the good look, the good arc, but it didn't fall. It's 49-36, Pacers leading by 13. Now the Kings will inbound with a full 24 seconds. Eubanks, top of the circle, takes the feed. Circles to his left, gives it up to Westbrook. One dribble only, kicks it out to Malik Monk. We need a Monk explosion here. Monk digs into the paint, pulls up, 12-footer on the way. Bounces out, it's no good. Pacers lose the rebound. Slipped off the hands of Nembhard, and the Kings will get it back. No change of possession. Monk is 0 for 4 tonight. Malik struggled in Miami and was unable to generate only 3 points on 1 of 7 shooting. That was after he had a couple of great outings, 25 points against Houston and 21 against Memphis. So a foul has been called here on Nembhard, and Zach LaVine is going to go to the line now for Sacramento. Kings free throw shooting has left a lot to be desired tonight. Zach, normally rock solid, hits the first one. Kings are now 8 of 14 in the free throw shooting department. Pacers have not been to the line in the second quarter after getting 13 attempts and making 12 of them in the first. Both free throws good for LaVine. So LaVine has a quiet 6 points in this one. Kings are trailing by double digits, 49-38. Nembhard on the right side of the floor in three-point range. Picks up the dribble down, drops it off to Jackson, gives it back to Nembhard. Steps away from the defender to launch the three. It's no good. Rebound Westbrook. Races up the left side of the floor. Slows now at the three-point arc. Shovels to LaVine. Hesitation move, and then the ball's knocked out of his hands. A lot of contact. No foul call. LaVine is not happy with that. Push up the floor, Johnny Furphy, and he had it knocked out of his hands by Westbrook. That's the 7th turnover by Sacramento. That was a very physical play. And if anything, in the scramble for the ball after it was knocked loose, LaVine could have been called for reaching out with the right arm. But Murphy now going to the Pacer bench as they inbound with 20 on the possession. We're inside 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Jackson at the top of the arc, hands it off to Nembhard. Spins the pass back to Mathurin, shoots for three. He's fouled, he scores. Foul is on Malik Monk. Well, second time in this first half, the Kings have fouled a successful three-point shooter. Benedict Mathurin going to go to the line. He's up to 16 points in this one. He's now 2 of 4 from downtown. 5 of 8 overall. Made all 4 of his free throw attempts. He'll get an and one for a 4-point play. And he scores it. So it's 52-38. Back to a 14-point separation here with 4:45 to go in this second quarter. Westbrook starts left, goes right, kicks to the left corner. Monk's open for three, and it's blocked by Jackson. A nice chase down in the corner by Isaiah Jackson. Ball goes out of bounds off his block, and it will still be Sacramento ball. But Malik Monk, man, he's having the hardest time of all tonight. Now 0 for 5. Pacers have 5 blocks. Here's LaVine on the left corner for three. It's no good. Jackson with the rebound. It's knocked away by the Kings, but it goes to the Pacers. They run 5-on-4. Siakam in the lane. Floater. Score it. Kings are getting toasted now. That's the biggest lead of the ball game. After Sacramento trailed by a dozen at the end of the first quarter on a late push by the Pacers, they're now down 16, and they just turned it over for an 8th time. Trying to hit a baseline cutter. Precious Achiuwa now going to check in for Drew Eubanks. Yes. 54-38 on the scoreboard, and a chance for the Pacers to add to their tally. Boy, this Kings team doesn't look anything like the team that was red hot against Miami 2 nights ago in South Florida. Here's Mathurin now giving it up to Nembhard. Nice screen set by Jackson. Nembhard to the elbow. Here's the 16-footer. Too strong. Rebound. Keegan Murray has it for the Kings. Jackson on his shoulder. Keegan kind of playing him as he brings it to the front court and gives it up to Westbrook. Westbrook, hesitation move. Pulls up for a 19-foot two. It rims out. Kings shooting numbers just continuing to erode, 34% now. Here's a steal. Westbrook rips it away, feeds it to Monk, sets up the alley-oop, steered to Precious Achiuwa by Zach LaVine. Nice play by Zach, and Achiuwa gets 2 for Sacramento. 54-40. 3.5 to play in the first half. Nembhard at the logo this time, watching for Siakam, gives it up to Pascal, right back to Nembhard. Pascal moves through the paint. He's running the floor like a Steph Curry out there right now. Here's Mathurin with a step back for 3 more. This one's no good, and the rebound to Monk. Malik brings it up the floor. Starts a probe, drops to Levine, goes right to the iron and scores it. Nice assist pass from Malik Monk, and Rick Carlisle now calls timeout. So the Kings with back-to-back buckets to make it a 12-point game. It's 54-42. Keegan Murray. The Nembhard drives, gets a step on Nick Clifford's fouled. Late whistle on a up and under reverse attempt. And so a couple of more free throws upcoming for the Indiana Pacers. Each team had scored 19 points in this second quarter, coming to that last timeout. Now at the line is Nembhard. First free throw is good. He has 6 points in this one. Pacers lead 55-42. Pacers have won 3 of their last 5 games. They have 2 wins against Chicago and a win over Washington. That was a total rout, 119-86 against the Wizards. Have 2 losses in the last 5-game stretch against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Monday and the Denver Nuggets on Wednesday. Free throws good. Kings come back. Westbrook has it. 3-point range, left angle. Screen from Precious Achiuwa. Russ drives, kicks, near corner. Clifford on a flyby. The defender goes by. Here's the launch for 3, and Nick Clifford knocks down the triple. So the Kings now 2 of 8 for 3 in the second quarter. 56-45, still got a lot of work to do. Jay Huff fakes the 3. Now he drives it inside, goes for the hammer coming down the lane. There was no shot blocker inside. Precious Achiuwa was well out of the lane, and a great decision by Huff. Here comes Keegan Murray with a pass in the post. He had an up fake. Huff was there, going to try to reject it. Now swings it out to Westbrook, right back to Keegan. Drives to the baseline, hooks a pass to the corner to Clifford, left side this time, back on top to Westbrook. Russ straddles the 3-point line, looks for Neat, rolling to the rack and scores. Nicely executed that time by the Kings. One of their better possessions in the half court in this first half. 58-47, minute 30 to play in the half. Here's Nembhard driving, he goes for the hammer, and he's blocked and fouled by Keegan Murray. Keegan rather timidly, initially, saying, you might want to check this to see if it's worthy of a challenge. No such move from Doug Christie thus far as he summons DeMar DeRozan. Now is looking back toward the Kings bench. But the ball has now been surrendered to Nembhard, and so it's too late if you wanted to challenge. First free throw is good. Pacers having a strong night at the free throw line. They've missed only one of 17 attempts. They lead by a dozen, 59-47. Here's the second one. Nembhard rattles and misses this one. He's missed the 2 free throws that Indiana has missed in 18 attempts. Zach LaVine being challenged by Nembhard. Gets a screen from Achua. Rolls hard to the right side. Gets into the lane. Dumps the pass out to DeRozan. Steps back to the corner. Swings it out to Nick Clifford. Fakes the 3. Drives inside. Goes for the hammer, but comes up empty. Huff was in the way. Here's a drive in transition and a great rejection by Precious Achua against Pascal Siakam. Pacers have 6 blocks in this first half. They've done a marvelous job defending around the rim. We mentioned early tonight that Huff is the NBA's leading shot blocker. Of course, Wembanyama normally in that role, but sidelined by injury and no longer qualifies to be a league leader. But 2.3 blocks a game is a stout number in anybody's league. There's a crossover move by Mathurin, a step back. Now he swings it to Siakam, and he hits the triple. No matter what the Kings do, it's just not nearly enough. 62-47 in favor of Indiana. Here's Precious Achua in the paint and a feed from Westbrook. Circles, comes inside on Huff. Challenge shot missed, but tipped in by Westbrook, low post right. Second chance hoop for the Kings. Back to 13, 35 seconds to go. Here's a kick-out pass. It goes on the angle, and a block foul is called here against Sacramento. 9 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Triple-double watch for Russ Westbrook tonight. He has 3 this season, leading to his all-time record total that stands at 206 in his career. Free throws coming up for Mathurin. Mathurin has been tough in this first half. He's played in his 16th minute. He's got 17 points. Hasn't missed a free throw. He's now 6 for 6 at the line. 63-49. Pacers leading by 14. Sacramento has only shot under 40% one time thus far this season. This is game number 24. And right now they're at 40%. Both free throws good from Benedict Mathurin. It's 64-59. The Pacers with the advantage of 15. Game clock separated by 7 seconds here as we near halftime. DeRozan creeps forward, now being challenged by Ethan Thompson, drops to the baseline. Westbrook has it, back to Debo, turnaround for 2 was good. That was another nice exchange between the 2 veterans, and certainly look like future Hall of Famers. Here comes a rush up the floor by Nembhard. Nobody seals him off, and with 2.5 seconds to go, he crosses for a reverse. DeRozan from 60 feet with a 3-point launch to beat the buzzer. Got it off in time, but it caromed off the backboard. It was unsuccessful. So the Kings are going to go to the locker room, Jason, trailing by 15 points at 66-51.
Yeah, some defense.
Chicago, and Doug Christie mentioned to us before the ball game that he said, I think they'll be very tight in their execution of the X's and O's standpoint because they had the extra day to prepare. And it's been typical of Rick Carlisle clubs over the years. They just keep coming at you. They work hard regardless of the injury situation. They show pressure on the inbounds pass. Now it's relaxed as Zach Levine handles for Sacramento, and we are underway in the third quarter. Max Renault, 2 dribbles, hands it off to DeRozan at the free throw line, open for a 15-footer, and it drops in. So Debo now has got himself 12 points. He's the only double-figure scorer for Sacramento. Pacers with 3 in double digits, led by the 19 from Mathurin and 13 from Pascal Siakam. Mathurin gives it up to Siakam. Siakam looks to hand off. Here's Nembhard on a drive, frees up for the floater in the paint, and scores it. Terrific body control that time. He had the diagonal cut working against Keegan Murray, and he was able to make it convert. 68-53, Pacers lead by 15 as we're just underway in the second half. Renault gives it up to Levine. Shakes left, moves right, off the bounce, pulls up, 21-footer, rims out. No good. No magic tonight for the Zach attack. There's Mathurin now on the right wing against Levine. Screen from Huff, and it's a good one. Mathurin throws to the left corner. Siakam wide open for 3. Can't score it. Rebound, Huff. Second chance. Had a mismatch inside as Levine was trying to keep him away. Here's Huff for 3. It's no good, and Keegan Murray gets the rebound for Sacramento. Keegan is the Kings' leading rebounder with 8. Watching Westbrook drive, pocket pass Renault, up fake, goes to the left hand and is fouled by Huff. Huff ends up hitting the floor. Maxime offered a helping hand, but opponents frequently, they don't want any help from the opposition. It will be free throws coming for Sacramento. Minute and a half into this third quarter. Calpro is Northern California's reconstruction and painting expert. From precise interior and exterior painting to fast, efficient construction, you'll get high-quality service before, during, and after the job is done. First free throw from Renault is good. Max playing in his 13th minute, 7 points, couple of boards, couple of assists. Kings struggled at the free throw stripe in that first half, and the second one is missed. They have now missed 7 of 17 free throws. Nembhard now feeds a pass. Here comes Siakam on a run to the rim, and he scores it easily. Boy, Pacers just sharpen their execution, just as Doug Christie feared. And Indiana now with a 16-point lead, which equals their biggest of the ball game. Rosen straight away going to try from 17 and scores it on the mid-range pull-up. 70-56, Debo with 14, just needs some help. Kings shooting 43%. Pacers shooting 49% as Nembhard gets the screen and roll game going with Huff once again. Drops it off to Siakam, lobs it inside for Huff. Huff has Keegan Murray on his back, and a foul is called on Keegan. Well, no, the foul is going to be not on Keegan, but on DeMar DeRozan. That's the third foul on Debo. Free throws upcoming now for Huff. Huff 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Has scored 4 points thus far, has 4 rebounds in this ball game. Came in averaging almost 8 a contest. The big number for him is blocked shots. He had 4 in the first half, averaging 2.3 a game, and obviously his average is going to tip upward after this contest. That's the free throws. It's now 72-56. From our vantage point, Kings to our left throughout this second half of play. Westbrook, the initiator, gives to DeRozan, edge of the paint. And we got a late whistle. I mean, a really late whistle here against the Pacers. 3 defenders collapsed in there, knocked the ball away. And the Pacers had reached to pick it up before the whistle blew. But it will be Sacramento ball with 16 on the clock. Siakam and DeRozan having a little tussle here, establishing position. Looking for a cutter, it's Levine, and he misses on a slice to the rim. Great entry pass from the sideline, but no finish for Zach. Here's Siakam driving, pulling up against Levine. Misses on an 8-footer, missed it badly. Wide left, didn't hit the rim. Keegan in transition, stutter step, drives inside, leaves his feet, kicks it out to DeRozan, starts to his left. Swings it now to Keegan Murray, and Keegan's back foot was on the sideline as he made the catch. Sloppy. That's the 9th turnover by Sacramento. At halftime, they had given up 9 points off of 8 turnovers. An advantage of only a +4 in points off turnovers for Indiana. Let's see what happens on this opportunity. There's Siakam, backdoor cut. Huff regathers, ball stripped away by Keegan Murray and grabbed by Maxime Renaud. Westbrook has it. He races end to end to the rim and scores. Russell Westbrook now in double figures for Sacramento. That gives him 11 points to go with 9 rebounds and 6 assists. 6 points off of 5 turnovers for Sacramento. Pacers knocked down a 3. Ethan Thompson, in only his 4th NBA game, got the start tonight, and he has delivered a couple of times from downtown, and now he breaks up a pass that was intended for Renaud. On the run out, Nimhart gets an easy layup, and Doug Christie will call timeout. Doug is a little bit hot right now. He does not like the way his club has responded in this one. It's now the biggest lead of the ball game for the Pacers. We're only 3.5 minutes into the second half. Indiana on top 77-58 on the Kings Audio Network. Brett Douglas. Thank you, Brett. Give me a bump. There we go. Alan Benjamin's our engineer, has been for many, many years visiting Indianapolis. Here's Zach LaVine for 3. Scores it. Oh, that's a welcome sight. Zach open on the right wing, knocks down the triple. There haven't been a lot of them from the Kings tonight. Only the 5th one they've made in 17 attempts. And for LaVine, that's his first one to find the twine in 3 attempts. Nimhart now with a high screen from Huff. Takes the dribble to the right, pivots back to the left, and gives it up to Mathurin. Mathurin now working against Maxime Renaud. Straight away, gonna shoot it. Stutter step to the free throw line. Step through with a high reach, way off target. Shot clock violation. That's pretty good defense on the part of Maxime Renaud, and that's the kind of thing that Doug Christie appreciates it. He is vigorously applauding on the far sideline. Well, the Kings will put it in play. Westbrook heads up the floor. Thus with 11 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. 3 Kings now in double figures. Here's Westbrook surveying, finding Levine. Levine joining that double-digit club with 11. Gives to Renault. Renault rolls inside, turns, launches a shot over the arms of Huff. It's a two-bouncer that falls out. It was well executed, but it did not fall for the Rook. Here's Siakam now digging in on DeRozan. Isolated right side. Pivot. Glass. No good. Gets his own miss back and converts with the second chance. It was kind of fumbled by the Kings trying to clean up on the initial miss. Pacers were quick to convert. 7 second chance points. Step back for 2. No good. Keegan Murray. Renault gets the rebound and he draws a foul. Looks like this is going to be on Ethan Thompson. Hear the word on the sidelines there from the effects microphone. Going to be side out. They're saying that no, it's going to be free throws. Maxime says, no, give me a chance. Ethan Thompson is an interesting story. He's a free agent signed at the tail end of last month. He's only appeared in 3 previous games. Signed as a two-way designated player. He spent 5 years in the G League. He began the season with Sioux Falls in the G League, where he was averaging nearly 27 points, almost 6 rebounds, and 6.5 assists. And the Pacers signed him up, and here he is in a starting role tonight after he played 34 minutes and produced 11 points, couple of rebounds, couple of assists in the win in Chicago last Friday night. Maxime Renault got the first free throw. Second one is on the way. It's also good. So it's 79-63. The Pacers have the lead. We had 4 lead changes and 4 ties early on. Siakam in the paint gets the favorable bounce this time off the front rim, and Pascal Siakam is starting to ratchet up his numbers now. He's up to 19 to equal Mathurin. Here's Renault on a give and go. Scores at the rim. Great feed from Westbrook. So Westbrook inches closer to a possible triple-double. 11 points, 9 boards. That was his 8th assist. Here's a steal by Russ. Took the ball away from Siakam. Kings have numbers. 3-on-2 into the lane. Shot on the floater is good by DeMar DeRozan. 81-67. Kings need a whole lot more of that. Get some defensive stops and then score in transition. Debo was 7 of 10 from the floor. Here is Nimhar with a tough baseline shot, defended well by Keegan Murray. Rebound off the miss, grabbed by Levine. Shovels it ahead to Westbrook on the right angle. 2-point range already. Back to the basket. Diggs creates space. Turnaround Jay. Score it this time against Ethan Thompson. And Rick Carlisle will take a timeout. Still a lot of work to be done for the Kings, but it's amazing what a couple of defensive stops and a couple of high percentage opportunities in transition will do. It's now a 12-point game at 81-69. This is after the Pacers had led by 19 just a few short moments ago. 8-2 run by Sacramento on the Kings Audio Network.
1 and 8.
like to be around. Wishing him the very best in his ongoing rehab. They say it's coming along very, very well. But they are going to sit him for the entire season. Nembhard out of the timeout, enters to Huff. Huff is wrapped up by Russell Westbrook, and a foul is called on Russ. Talk about a classic mismatch. Huff is 7 feet 1 inches tall. Westbrook is 6'4". Westbrook was trying to defend there, and he knew he was in trouble, so he wrapped him up. Foul call. Second personal on Westbrook. Here comes Nembhard now off the inbounds pass. Gets inside the free throw line against DeRozan. Step back from 12. Going to be short. Rebound claimed by Westbrook. So Westbrook now has got his 10th board. He's 1 assist away from a triple-double. Feeds the pass inside to Renault. Turns left hand. Hook comes off the iron and into the hands of the Pacers. Thought for a moment that might have been the entry pass that would give Russ the triple-double. Here's a dig by Nembhard. He broke down the defense, and once he got inside, deep in the paint, he had an easy one. 83-69. Pacers lead by 14. 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Westbrook gives to Levine, turns, fires for 3, score it! Well, that should be a triple-double for Russell Westbrook. If so, there it is on the computer. 13 points, 10 boards, 10 assists, 4th triple-double this season. And for Russ, it's now the 207th in his career. All-time NBA record. Siakam just inside the three-point arc. Drains a 22-footer. Siakam now 18, 20-plus ball games in 23 games this season. 85-72. Here's DeRozan at the free throw line. His 15-footer off the front iron, and it's no good. Mathurin with the rebound. Works the left wing. Now he steps into a 3. It's short. Rebound chased down by Westbrook. So he's got his 11th rebound. Now working on the left angle against Nembhard. Screen from Maxime Renault. Renault to the deep post. Takes the feed. Turns. Scores inside. Another assist for Westbrook. Another 2 in the low post for the emerging talents of Maxime Renault. Nembhard drives, breaks down the defense. Now at the last minute over the shoulder, Renault forces him to give it up. Siakam has it. Plenty of time on the possession. Pascal drives, goes glass, too strong. Rebound, Renault. Gives to Westbrook. Look at Max run the floor. Pass goes right wing. Here comes Keegan to the rim, and he scores. He's fouled as well. 3-point opportunity. Good, strong, aggressive transition takes by the Kings. Those are the type of plays that foster hope for the future for Sacramento. Keegan battling a shoulder problem that has required medical attention the last couple of days. He was listed as questionable coming into this ball game. Now at the free throw line for an and one. Precious Achiuwa checks in. Maxime Renault goes to the bench. Max tonight has played in his 20th minute. Double-figure scoring, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Good numbers once again from the first-year player from Stanford. Keegan Murray, 3 of 10 shooting tonight. He does have 9 rebounds. He adds the free throw for a 3-point play. Kings are down 12. It's 85-77, 3.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. TJ McConnell on the floor for the first time of the second half now. Gets a screen, gets into the paint, tried to feed a pass on a backdoor cut, and ends up being a kicked ball by Sacramento. Kings had that diagnosed pretty well. The backdoor cut was being made by Jarris Walker. Kings broke it up, but a foot got in the way, and so the kicking violation results in a reset on the shot clock at 14. And Walker, not Wallace. Walker puts it in play far side. Mathurin now on the near right wing to McConnell. 2-point range, drives on Keegan Murray, circles back out of the paint, gives it up to Mathurin for 3, scores it again. Boy, Mathurin having himself his 8th 20-point ball game of the season. He's at 22, Siakam 21. Ball knocked away from Levine, turnover. Jarris Walker comes up with it. Walker into the front court, gives to Mathurin. Mathurin against Levine and looking down inside, trying to find Jackson, who is fronted vigorously by Russell Westbrook. Here's a drive by McConnell to the elbow, pull up 15-footer, right on target. Nothing but net. Easily knocked down by TJ. So the lead is 13 for the Pacers at 90-77. Westbrook backing down against McConnell. Now the step back turnaround right on target. Well done by Russell Westbrook in the head-to-head matchup against TJ McConnell. 2-inch height advantage for Russ, and he was able to convert. So it's 90-79. It's an 11-point ball game. Walker now, crossover move, stopped by Keegan. Step back for two, however, is good. Terrific defense on the part of Keegan Murray, but a better offensive finish by the Pacers. Here's Levine slicing into the lane from the left angle, and he scores two at close range. Back to an 11-point contest. It's 92-81. We're in the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Bainbridge Fieldhouse, home of the Pacers. Harrison Matthews on the floor, gives it up to McConnell, skips it cross court now. There is Jackson for three, comes up short. Rebound tracked down by Keegan Murray. So the rebound number for Keegan should be his 10th. Keegan now on the right wing, swings it to Levine, enters now to DeRozan, overplayed by McConnell. DeRozan had it, lost it, gets it back, tries to create, draws the foul. The shot rolls off the iron, and that'll be two nicely earned free throw attempts upcoming for DeMar DeRozan. Kings fans, you think you know the team? Test your prediction skills and call the shot. Presented by Red Hawk Resort and Casino. Make your picks prior to each game, and you earn exclusive rewards for correct predictions. Download the Kings app. Start playing right away. To learn more, you can go online and visit kings.com/call-the-shot. First free throw good from Debo. DeRozan, 17 points, one of four Kings in double figures. Ready for the second attempt. It is good, rattled around a bit, but it's now a single-digit separation. It's 92-83, 9-point Pacer lead. McConnell looks and finds Ethan Thompson, right back to TJ. McConnell now working on Nick Clifford. Diggs spins into the paint, steps back, 13-footer, missed this one, and he battles for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds off of McConnell, and it will be Sacramento ball. Now they may overturn it. Yeah, they do. The official on the near side started in to question the call. That was Jason Goldenberg, and so Ray Acosta said, okay, and it will be Pacers ball. So they get a second crack at it. Inbounds pass comes out the three-point range. Jackson digs into the paint. Ball knocked out of his hands by Precious Achiuwa. Then Jackson digs it back away from the Kings. Each club having a problem. Now we got a whistle here. And from the baseline, assuming this is a foul call on Sacramento, conversation taking place between all three officials. Shot clock situation being talked about here. We're down to the final minute of the third quarter. It's going to be Pacers ball on the near sideline, and they've determined that after the conversation, 21 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounds pass to TJ McConnell. Keon Ellis is now in. Keegan Murray working to defend McConnell. Stumbles, loses the ball. It's grabbed by Precious Achiuwa. He brings it up the floor, finds the seam, drives into the lane, fouled, scores! Three-point opportunity here for Precious Achiuwa. It wasn't the prettiest of transition pushes, but it results in a hoop and a bit of harm. A chance for a three-point play if Achiuwa, who is shooting only 47% this season, can make the free throw. If he makes it, it becomes a 6-point game. It's 92-85. The free throw is good, so it's 92-86. This is the closest the Kings have been since they trailed by 6 early in the second quarter. It was 35-29 at that juncture. Thank you, Brett. Good stuff. 92-86. Can the Kings sustain? McConnell off the bounce. Pull up for two. No good. Rebound. Nick Clifford. And another opportunity for Sacramento. We're in the final 30 seconds of the third quarter. They battled their way back from 19 down earlier in this quarter. DeRozan now. Difference between the clocks, 8 seconds. From the logo, creeping forward. Moves toward the right. Keeps the dribble alive. Now in 2-point range. Up fake once, twice. Launches. Rims it. No good. Tip is good. Precious Achiuwa tips it in, and it's a 4-point game on an 11-2 run by Sacramento. It's 92-88. races end to end, and the ball's ripped out of his hands by Furphy. What a great play by the Aussie. Turnover number 13 by Sacramento. And that denied them a chance to make this a 2-point, one-possession game. Now we got a whistle here, and a foul is called on the Kings. This looks like it's on DeRozan. That's 4 on Debo. He is the only player in this game that has 4 fouls. Kings have 3 for Renault, 3 for Levine. The Pacers in the foul department, 3 for Benedict Mathurin, and 3 from Isaiah Jackson. At the free throw line, Jarris Walker, and he rattles down the first one to make it a 5-point Indiana lead at 93-88. Through 3 quarters, the Kings had a plus 16 points in the paint, plus 6 advantage in second chance points, and a 3-point advantage in fast break points at 12-9. Missed the opportunity on the last possession. Both free throws good for the Pacers, so now 6-point Indiana advantage at 94-88, just underway in the fourth quarter. Precious Achiuwa takes the feed from Neat Clifford. Stutter step out on top, drives inside. Rolls up in traffic, missed, but he gets it back and converts it. Another second chance bucket. Precious Achiuwa getting some nice work done in the interior. No Jay Huff in there to worry about blocking shots. That's 9 second chance points now for the Kings. Back to a 4-point game at 94-90. DJ McConnell gives it up to Walker. Walker now lunges and scores on a 3-ball. For the Pacers, I need to double check on the number of threes they made. I believe that's their 11th of the night, 97-90. Here's DeRozan driving inside. He is fouled. No, the whistle is for a travel. And that's a tough one because Debo finished with a bucket on a drive down the right side of the lane. Did not see that one, but there's another Sacramento turnover, and the Pacers with a chance to expand on a 7-point advantage after the Kings had made it a 4-point game on 2 different occasions. There's McConnell now, defended by Keon Ellis. Dribbles alive, changes directions, drives to the left, circles under the basket, puts up a reverse. It's partially blocked. Pacers get it back. Shot, missed. Grabbed by Furphy, kicks it out now to Walker. Walker to Matthews, no time, launches, hits the rim, offensive rebound. Walker, huge second chance opportunity for Indiana. Boy, remember this one. If this goes in for 3, no, it's an air ball short, and this one is into the hands of DeMar DeRozan. That was a great effort by the Pacers initially to beat the shot clock and then to get the second chance. Here's Keegan Murray driving. He got a whistle. He was called for travel as he put it on the floor. Strong, aggressive take that time by Keegan, but another Sacramento turnover. Well, turnovers, 14 by the Kings, twice as many as their opponent. 97-90 on the scoreboard. Indiana with the lead. Kings trailed at the end of the first quarter, 35-23. At halftime, they were down 66-51, went down 19 early in the third, got it to 4 to start the fourth. Here's McConnell now, sealed off by Keon Ellis. Good D by Keon. To Furphy, crossover move into the paint. Ball knocked out of his hands, goes out of bounds off of Furphy. Doug Christie applauding the defensive squeeze that time on the Australian Furphy. Now in his second year. That's the 8th Pacer turnover of the ball game. Kings need to force more of those, obviously. 97-90. Russell Westbrook, who has a triple-double already tonight, has the ball knocked away. He grabs it. He throws now to Neat Clifford. Sidesteps the defender, steps into a bank. 2-point attempt, and it's good. Neat Clifford doing a nice job there to knock that one down. Clifford 3 of 4 after a 7 of 8 shooting performance in Miami. Here's a ball tipped away by the Kings. Scrambled for it. It goes out of bounds off the Pacers. Sacramento's going to get it back. Well, it's a little wild and a little raggedy here all of a sudden. And I think Rick Carlisle is ready now to get one of his horses back on the floor, that horse being Pascal Siakam. Westbrook probes, pulls it back to 3-point range. Kings to our left as we view the floor here in this second half. Stutter step, Russell tried to rush the layup. Didn't get it, didn't get the foul. Here come the Pacers in transition now. Westbrook catches up. McConnell gets into the lane, misses the layup opportunity, was challenged by Westbrook as Russ caught up. Ahead to Levine, transition 3, huge if it goes, it doesn't go. Keon Ellis with a rebound, back out to Levine now near midcourt. 8:18 and counting. Kings two-possession game, trail by 5, 97-92. Westbrook to an open, or I should say Levine to Westbrook. Westbrook goes into the deep, crouches, he hits the three. Huge smile on his face as he then smacks his forehead. That's become his tradition. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. 18 points, 13 boards, 11 assists for Westbrook. Pull up by McConnell, out of bounds. An effort to keep it alive, a gallant effort underneath the hoop on the part of Jackson, but it's going to be Sacramento ball. And with the dead ball, Pascal Siakam checks in. Nimhard will follow with the next opportunity, as will Mathurin and the rookie newcomer Thompson. It's a 2-point game at 97-95 after all of this craziness. And the Kings going to have the ball in their hands. Well, we're going to get a timeout here before, and that means Pacers will be able to substitute. 7:54 on the game clock. Kings trailed by 19 early in the second half. Right now, they're down just 2 on the Kings Audio Network. Has a blocked shot. He now has the ball in his hands as the Kings come out of the timeout to go the length of the floor. Westbrook crosses the logo at center court. Precious Achiuwa comes up, sets the pick. Westbrook to his right. Westbrook inside, drops it off to Precious. Up fake, turns, jump hook, score it! Game is tied over the outstretched arms of Huff, the shot blocker. 48 points in the paint, a plus 20 tonight for the Kings, and they have tied the score at 97 apiece. See how the Pacers respond. Mathurin back in there now, gives to Nimhart. Nimhart with a screen from Huff, curls hard to the right, hesitates. Now with 5 on the clock, steps back to the elbow, gives to Huff, eludes the defender, back to Nimhart, no time, launches, got it off in time, got rim, but that was all. Precious Achiuwa with a rebound, and Sacramento looks for the lead. Well, we had mentioned earlier, we thought there had been 4 lead changes early on. The box says there's only been 2. Here's a pass that was intended for Precious Achiuwa. Didn't see it coming, and the Kings commit a turnover in an attempt to regain the lead. Turnover number 16. Here comes Siakam, knocked away by Westbrook. Goes off the foot of Pascal, out of bounds. It'll be Sacramento ball. And the Pacers have now committed their 11th turnover. So both teams having some struggles here as we approach crunch time in this one. 6:45 and counting in the fourth quarter. Westbrook fully involved at the free throw line. 15-footer, score the basket. First Kings lead since it was a 10-8 ball game in the first quarter. Westbrook puts the Kings on top. It's 99-97. See what the defense can do now. Keon Ellis knocks it away. It goes out of bounds. It was an entry pass intended for Siakam. With a dead ball, DeMar DeRozan comes on the floor for Sacramento. And Nick Clifford gets a bang on the backside and a handshake from Mike Woodson and takes a spot on the Kings bench. Doug Christie applauding his effort. 99-97 Sacramento. Ball in the hands of Andrew Nembhard. Weaves his way to the free throw line. Changes directions. Goes to the left. Circles. Feeds it out to Huff. 4 on the clock. Back to Nembhard. 2 on the clock. Turns. Forces a 2. It's off the iron. The Kings rebound. Precious Achiuwa has it. Kings tonight in the rebounding department have a plus 14 at 45-31. We hit the midpoint of the quarter. Westbrook, right side of the lane. Step back from 15. Score another one for Westbrook. Kings on top now by 4 at 101-97. It's their biggest lead of the ball game. And they sustain this defensive intensity. Double team on Siakam, forcing him to give it up. Nembhard straight away will try for 3, and he buries it. That makes it a 1-point ball game again, 101-100. Pacers have been rock solid from downtown tonight. That's the 12th one they've made. Their season high in threes made is 18. It came in the last game at Chicago. Here's Westbrook driving, gives to Achiuwa. Quick flip in the paint, no good. Rebound goes to Jay Huff. Pacers now look to regain the advantage as they come to a right. Step in 3 in transition. Benedict Mathurin knocks down the three-pointer. Kings take timeout. 103-101 after the Kings had opened up the Sacramento. Pressure on the inbounds pass. Now Zach Levine heads across the midcourt line. Far side of the floor, moves toward the middle, hands it off to Westbrook. Westbrook feeds inside to Levine on a cut to the basket, kicks to the corner. Keegan's open for three in the lead. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound goes to the Pacers. Nembhard has it, gives it up to Siakam, right back to Nembhard. Nembhard now balancing the floor against Keegan Murray. Here comes Siakam out on the wing. Quick reset, back to Nembhard. Three-point range, shot clock at 8. Throws to the right side to Pascal. Back to Nembhard. Steps into the three. He buries it. And the run is now 9 unanswered points for the Pacers. And the Kings trail by 5. It's 106 to 101. For Sacramento, driving a kick. Here's a three from DeRozan. Missed it badly. Rebound. Benedict Mathurin for Indiana. Huge momentum swing here. First it was for Sacramento, coming from 19 down to lead by 4. Now it's the Pacers, and they're looking for more. And inside they get more from Nembhard as he shouldered his way into the low post on the right side of the lane. 3 Pacers with 20-plus points. 24 now for Nembhard. Makes it 108-101. See how the Kings respond. Here comes Precious Achiuwa. He drops to DeRozan. He converts inside. Nice tic-tac-toe play right there. Zach Levine to Achiuwa. And then to the hard cut from the baseline to make it 108-103. Put an end to an Indiana run that I think had expanded to 11 points. Each team had 11-0 runs in succession. Here's a drive by Siakam. Stop, launch, rattle, and a miss. Rebound. Ethan Thompson in traffic, out to Siakam for 3, heel the rim. Thompson tips it out to Nembhard. That's how you earn playing time. That's how you learn the love of the hometown fans. Here's Siakam digging inside, converts against Zach Levine as he drove him into traffic. The 9th offensive rebound results in a second chance bucket for the Pacers and a 7-point lead. Timeout taken by Doug Christie and the Kings.
Remember when you told me you believe in something and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're old.
Kings will put it in play to go the length of the floor. Maxime Renaud is now back at the center position for Sacramento. Doug Christie has his 5 starters on the floor. There's Westbrook splitting defenders, drives into the lane, step back from the baseline, add 2 more to his tally. Westbrook, what a game he's having here in Indianapolis. Got the triple-double. He's now got 24 points, 11 boards, 14 assists. Pascal Siakam having a pretty good night himself. He's got 23 points as he works straight away against the rookie Renaud. Now creeps forward, pulls up, 17-footer, front rim bounce, no good. Westbrook adds another rebound to his tally. Russ weaves his way up the floor, accelerates into the paint, twists to the rim, comes up short. Huff comes away with it. Westbrook is down, now slowly getting up. It's 5-on-4 Pacers. Here comes Nembhard into the lane, kicks a pass that's broken up by Zach Levine. Great job by the Kings. Keegan Murray had a hand on it, then he gives to Zach, and Zach throws it right to Jay Huff. Backdoor cut now by Thompson. Now he retreats to the deep wing. Back out on top, the Pacers balance as we approach the 2-minute mark. Pacers on top by 5. Here's a drive inside the traffic. Nembhard, we got a whistle here, and a palming violation is called on Nembhard. That is rarely called in today's NBA, and I mean rarely. See if Sacramento can capitalize on this. 3 consecutive turnovers here by these two teams. Precious Achua was sprinting toward the scores table, then summoned back as Maxime Renault puts the ball in play to Westbrook. We're inside 2 minutes to go. It's a 2-possession lead for the Pacers. Westbrook throws to Renault off his fingertips. Turnover, Sacramento, their 18th. That's a killer. The quick pass, Renault was flashing inside, but he couldn't control the feed. It was off his fingertips, and the Pacers come back now with a chance to make it a 3-possession ball game. Siakam spins, great screen from Huff, digs into the paint, spins again, loses the ball. It's on the floor. Huff steers it to Siakam, out to Matherin for 3. Heel of the rim, no good. Ethan Thompson tracks it down for the 10th offensive rebound of the ball game for the Pacers. They lead 110-105. The clock very much a factor. Nembhard drives off balance. 2 off the window is good. Great play, great poise exhibited by Andrew Nembhard, 25-year-old in his 4th year. It's 112-105, approaching the 1-minute mark. Kings need buckets in a hurry. Here's Levine now at the right elbow extended, drives into the paint, turns it over, poked away by Matherin. That could be your ball game. It's still 55 seconds to go. Nembhard, who has scored 16 in the second half, has the ball in his hands, working against Levine. Crossover move in the paint. Tough step back, no good. Renault with the rebound. Outlet goes down to DeRozan. 38 seconds to go to Levine. Back to Debo. Somebody's got to shoot it. Debo trying to draw a foul. Shot no good. Tip no good. Rebound steered out to Matherin, and the Pacers are in command. This one is about to be over. There was a foul call at midcourt. It'll stop the clock with just under 30 seconds to go. Going to be Pacers ball near midcourt, just behind the midcourt line. 112-105 on the scoreboard. Well, it looked like the Kings were going to be written off early in the second half when they trailed by 19 with 8.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Then they kept pecking away. They got it down to a 9-point game. Then it was 6. An 11-2 run made it a 4-point game going to the fourth quarter. Kings ended up with an 11-point run to take a 4-point lead at 101-97. Pacers countered with 11 unanswered themselves. And the Pacers have gotten a 2-day experience focused on teamwork, gratitude, and community. Again, we invite you to go online, visit kings.com/juniorkings to get your little hooper signed up. Well, it's hard to believe that we are well into December now, today being the 8th day of December. Kings' next action, as they'll be flying home tonight, will be against and we got a timeout taken as the Kings pressured effectively, and the nonplussed Andrew Nembhard called for the timeout. So it's still 112-105, still have 27.8 seconds to go as we get ready to resume action down the stretch. Free throw line, and their opponent continued to make free throws at a stellar pace. 22 of 24 for the ball game for the Indiana Pacers, while the Kings tonight have gone 16 of 23 at last tally. Not a good number from the free throw line. Turnovers also have been a problem for the Kings tonight. Across the way, Kings waiting patiently to, again, try to pull off a defensive miracle here. But when you're a three-possession ball game and you're on the short end of a 112-105 tally with only 27 and a fraction seconds to go, it's a very big mountain to climb. Well, we'll try it again. Nimhart looking all over now, lobs it to Huff. Huff has it. He's fouled immediately by Maxime Renault. So Jay Huff will be going to the free throw line for the Pacers. Tonight he's a perfect 4 of 4 at the line. Scored 6 points, had 7 rebounds, also had a couple of assists. The big number for Huff tonight, as it has been on different occasions this season, 4 blocked shots. His first free throw is good. A little icing on the cake here for Indiana. Second free throw is also successful, and a timeout taken by Doug Christie. Well, we're at 26.7 on the game clock. Kings are now down by 9 at 114-105. The Pacers have found a way to close this one out after a very entertaining run by both of these clubs, and put us in a situation we thought might. Out of action all season. Seconds, Westbrook inbounds pass to Levine. At the logo, launches a 30-footer. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound to Indiana, and that will do it. Nimhart throws it ahead. Ethan Thompson not looking to advance it. Now we got a whistle from the front court here from Ray Acosta, and I think he called a foul deep in the backcourt on Maxime Renault. Yeah, that's the case. Max a little bit mystified here. Well, the Pacers will get a chance to shoot free throws. I think it's going to be Pascal Siakam who will get to the line. Pacers tonight, we mentioned 24 of 26 at the line. That translates to better than 90% success for a team that shoots 77% of the season. Siakam's 2 for 2. Oh, no, they changed it. It's going to be Nimhart, and he's an even better free throw shooter. I say that because he has missed the only 2 that Indiana has missed tonight, but Nimhart is normally 85% on the season. He's got a pair, and so this is going to turn out to be a double-digit possible loss to the Kings, depending how they play this last possession. Nick Clifford has come in now. He drives to 2-point range. Here's his high bank shot, no good. Tipped by Renault is missed, grabbed by DeRozan, and a foul is committed here, rather inadvertently, by Nimhart. So it's still not over. Pacers are leading by 11. Pacers had a foul to give. 7.7 seconds left. 116-105. Of the 17 losses the Kings have this year, 11 have been by double figures, and they're in jeopardy of that happening again. There's Nick Clifford, rattles and misses. Rebound Westbrook, out to Clifford. No time to shoot it. This ball game is over. As the horn sounded, Clifford did gather and shoot it after the horn sounded, and he made it, but of course it will not count. The final score in this one, and now it's gone away from me here. 116-105 is the final. So kind of a bitter pill once again, Jason. You look at 12 double-digit losses and 18 setbacks this season. That's not a number that anybody wants to be saddled with. But to their everlasting credit, the Kings had a great run through the third quarter after being down by 19.
Yeah, and that they got the lead, G-Man, with up 4 with about 6 minutes to go, but the finish was 19-4 by Indiana. Oh. And, that just derailed. I mean, this one was looking like it was going to come down maybe to the last possession, and instead Indiana gets that win kind of more comfortably than we thought it would be.
Yeah, as it turns out. And the Pacers, I mean, they did a terrific job, and it was their core group that brought them back with that run. And once Carlisle got them back on the floor, they made it pay off, and the Pacer fans exit the building with big smiles on their faces out into the frigid Indiana night.
Yeah, it's too bad, G-Man, too, because it spoiled a kind of a special night from Westbrook. We've seen him get triple-doubles before, but he was having one of those vintage Russ-type nights.
Yeah, the box has not arrived the final yet, and they just took off the computer screen, so I can't really reference the numbers, but he was spectacular tonight. And, you know, a Russell Westbrook that's totally engaged is really a fun